Born in Belleville, Ontario, 20th November 1892, James Bertram Collip was the first child of James Dennis Collip and Mahala Frances Vance Collip. His education began in a one-room schoolhouse and was continued at Belleville High School until 1908, when he entered Trinity College in Toronto at the age of 15. Too young for medical school, Collip enrolled in the Honours Biochemistry and Physiology program and graduated at the top of his class in 1912. After earning his BA, he went on to complete an MA in 1913. Collip received a PhD in biochemistry in 1916 at the age of 22. A Rockefeller Traveling Fellowship brought Collip back to the University of Toronto to do research in the Department of Pathological Chemistry. Collip intended to use the fellowship to study the chemistry of respiration and the chemistry of physiology of the glands under Professor J.J.R. MacLeod. MacLeod, of the University of Toronto's Department of Physiology, was overseeing the work of Frederick Banting and Charles Best in their research for a treatment of diabetes, which they had begun in May 1921. In December, when Banting and Best were having difficulties in refining the pancreatic extract, MacLeod freed Collip from his other research to enable him to join the research team. As a member of the team, Collip made several valuable contributions to the development of insulin. First, in mid-December 1921, he demonstrated that insulin, in addition to reducing the blood sugar levels of dogs, also rendered their urine ketone-free and processed glucose to glycogen in the liver. Second, Collip observed and cured insulin shock. And third, Collip was the first to produce a form of pancreatic extract pure enough to be injected into a human patient. It was his extract that was injected into Leonard Thompson on 23 January 1922. Banting, Best, and Collip subsequently shared the patent for insulin, which they sold to the University of Toronto for $1. Feeling that Best had been overlooked in the awarding of the Nobel Prize for medicine, Banting shared his portion with Best. In response, MacLeod shared his portion with Collip. Nonetheless, Collip had been largely forgotten as co-discoverers of insulin. Collip returned to Edmonton to take up a position as head of the new Department of Biochemistry and to pursue his own studies on hormone research. In 1928, he was recruited to McGill University. Collip served as chair of McGill's Department of Biochemistry from 1928 to 1941. From 1947 to 1961, Collip was appointed Dean of Medicine at the University of Western Ontario. He is regarded as a pioneer of endocrine research. Collip died on 19 June 1965 after suffering a stroke at 72. He and his wife had 3 children, Margaret, Barbara, and John Bertram. Another remarkable story of Belleville's history.